Mystic. So, I wanted to get into the Ascendant series. Well, the house system, of course, so we're going to have to start with the Ascendant. And what's the first sign? Aries. Ascendant rules Aries. Just to get a little background on the Ascendant. The Ascendant is ruled by Aries. It's the first house. It also is ruled by the planet Mars. It represents our physical body, our natural first physical initial instinct. It's kind of the label we're given when we're born, we're first brought here, before we get to know our sun sign, you know, our real ego, whatever label that gets slapped on us by our parents or those around us during early upbringing. It then marks our ascendant sign. So in the case of air, also your physical body and the rest of your life, it also represents. So it's also going to determine the order in which all the houses fall for you. So if you have Aries in the first house, therefore it's Taurus in the second, Gemini in the third, and Cancer in the fourth. So if you are an Aries ascendant, it's pretty cool. You do have all the signs sitting in their traditional houses. Unless, of course, you have an interception, which we'll get into much later. But for now, we're just doing, for the sake of this video series, whole sign system. So, Aries ruling the first house. Physical appearance would look something like a prominent head, like ram-like brow, prominent, like a ram's brow. Like you'll have, like they have that ram look to them. Even I've noticed a lot of Aries ascendants just have something going on with their hair, dude. Like, even if they're bald. I've seen bald Aries ascendants. I've seen Aries ascendants with tons of hair. Especially because they do have Capricorn in the 10th house. Capricorn rules the hair. So, for Aries ascendants, their hair is like a big deal to them. It does represent, like, they like to use it to... I see ego attached to their hair or recognition. So, yeah, if they're bald or if they wear braids, like... their hair, I've seen braids with Aries ascendant, dreads. Again, just like that ram look have manifested, but in these times. So I've seen that kind of play out. It's like dreads, bald head. As far as complexion goes, they'll have like these red undertones. No matter what the complexion is, there'll be like this red glow to them, or their lips, or even have like this pink or red hue. Getting into the wardrobe. They really are about like their selves. They're very self-motivating. So they dress for comfort. They dress for the occasion. It depends on what they're doing, where they're going, how they feel. They're not Libras. They're not the socialites. So they don't give a fuck about what you think. Okay, they're dressing depending on, like I said, function, comfort, or occasion. Like they're very straightforward when it comes to how they dress. It's like, we're going out. All right, I'm dressed up. We're going hiking, we're going to play, like, shoot paintball. I got on kicks. But a lot of times you'll see these people, like, really casual. Even with the women, they can have, like, a tomboy edge to them. Move, a lot of agility, move pretty quickly. And just always kind of seem ready for war. Personality-wise, these people are not... They're not to be bossed around. Again, like I said, mentioned earlier, they do have Capricorn ruling the 10th house. I won't get into every house, every sign, every house with the ascendant, but I'll just break that down a little bit because I do want to give background information on the personality type of Aries, because the ascendant does represent your personality. So with Capricorn being in their 10th house, they really don't... If you're their boss or an authority figure, they might boss you around. They might challenge you, and they would only pretty much respect an authority figure who they feel is worthy of it. They're not going to respect someone who's disrespecting them or overworking them. They're not the type that can get easily taken advantage of in the workplace. They kind of hold their own, and in some cases they can get themselves in a little bit of trouble for thinking that they're the boss in certain scenarios. A lot of short distance travel. Like I said, these people move. These people are very physical, very athletic, very active on a constant basis. They're here, they're there. A lot of communication with siblings, because we got Gemini in the 3rd house. So these people could keep up really well with their upbringing, their friends. They could have a really good group of friends, loyal group of friends. As far as siblings and cousins, they usually tend to keep their circle tight, and it usually does consist of people that they've known for quite a while. They're also party animals. They love to throw parties. They love to throw events. They love to throw lavish events. They love to put time and effort and creativity into these events, and they really like to shine. You know, their ego goes a lot. A lot of their ego is put into 5th house things. So that could be children even. Their kids mean a lot to them, and they could get a lot of ego boosts from having children, or from having children that draw attention to them. I'm still going through the house system anyway, even though I said I wouldn't. Yeah, so like I said, they could be party animals, you know. And again, with Aries, the signs are then falling pretty much in their traditional houses. So within every area of life, it's kind of funny, but Aries act appropriately. You know, like when it comes to themselves, they're focused on themselves. They're secure with themselves. When it comes to security and finances, they like comfort. They like the finer things. When it comes to like the home life, they like to be nurturing. They really do like to be warm and soft, and they're not going to be that typical Aries. Now, if it depends on what else is going on in the chart, of course. We're just talking about Aries ascendant based off of the whole sign system. So based off of that, yes, they could be pretty nurturing in the home. Things could be really centered around their kids and the upbringing of their kids in the home. Or when they were growing up, things were kind of centered around them and their siblings. And just could have been having a nurturing, really feminine mom. A mom who was just very girly and just emotional. Could have had a mom that was Aries ascendants. Usually have a mom's typically moody, or, you know, her mood could have been up and down. With mom, she could have been what they deemed as emotionally unstable, or even just really sweet and nurturing, and likes to cook a lot. That's another side that could have manifested with Cancer being in their 4th house. Because mom just likes to cook a lot and is really sweet. Mom could be a crybaby. You know, just mom was very Cancerian. In relationships, they really do need a partner who will stand their ground, but even if it's the woman, Aries ascendant, they like to they like to be the boss. They think they know what they're doing, and they're very self-assured. So they really do well with a partner that respects or appreciates their need to kind of control or like grab the reins in a lot of scenarios. And also a partner who is understanding that Aries does have feelings as well. Because again, with that Cancer being in the 4th house, I've noticed with a lot of Aries ascendants, they can get frustrated feeling like they're wearing the pants in relationships at times where they don't want to. Or, like I said, they have a soft side, but because of that warlike, right, exterior that they wear, of go, of like, you know, Aries don't come off the most soft. So with Cancer being in the 4th house, when they're alone, when they're by themselves, or when they're around the company of people that they're really comfortable with, you'll see a different side. So they need a partner who will respect their independent side, but also nurture their emotional side. If you'd like to see more videos from me, feel free to subscribe to my channel, and look forward to the next one I'll be doing Taurus Ascendant. Take care.